Opinions voiced in this episode of the Stuyvesant Podcast are not representative of the Stuyvesant Podcast nor Stuyvesant High School and are solely held by those who express them.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Stuyvesant Podcast. I'm Aaron, and I'm joined here by
John
and Shayon.
Today's episode is about a year in review. On the last day of classes, we set up a small booth near the second floor exits, and we wanted people, students, teachers, staff, to come to us and talk about their year, their experiences, how they were feeling on the last day of school, stuff like that.
And a lot of you guys ignored us, but even through all that, we got a lot of interesting and insightful answers from all of you. And we just want to thank all the respondents that actually answered the questions.
If you guys really like this kind of content, let us know. We'll definitely make more of it. It was fun and interesting for all of us. Here are some of the highlights from what we got. Enjoy.
My year was awesome. I can't complain, man. I took some L's, I'll be honest. But overall, it was a dub. It was a dub. You know why? Because it was good. It was good. It's a good year. I did pretty good in grades, and I did pretty good socially with people. And I just had my life,
This is Mr. Wong speaking. Do not cut PE.
Oh, my word of advice is for everybody to have the most fun senior year and 4 years of high school as possible. Party away. Don't study too hard, but still study.
I'm probably back next year as a super senior, let's be real. But I'm out this bitch for right now.
It was a bad year. Physics, I'm still missing like 3 labs. I made lots of new friends. Lots of bathroom breaks. Overall, my GPA improved.
Why was it a good year? I'm tired.
You got into college.
Oh, I got into college.
And now you're leaving Stuyvesant.
In Georgia. Eve. Okay, Eve, your turn. Eve, what's your most memorable memory? Harley!
My cat died. It really sucked. And then, so we got his name was Baby, and then we got a new cat, right? She's a little kitten. She's really cute, except the problem is that the other cat, he's big and older, and he humps her. And it's just so disturbing, and I don't know what to do because my big cat is humping my kitten, but it's nature. It's just in his nature, But I have Poe. Poe just licks everyone's ass all the time, and it's just really sexually charged, and it makes me uncomfortable. But is it rape? I don't know. And I can't love my cat I don't think there's consent. She makes weird ass noises there's not consent, and I don't want to keep on saying this profanity into your microphone, but the story gets worse and worse and worse.
Peace out, motherfucker.
If I could do it, so can you.
What can I say about this year? It's been a tremendous year. The Stuyvesant students seem to get more talented with every generation, and it's a pleasure teaching here. I love you guys. I'm out, Mr. Stefan.
Oh yeah, so senior year was definitely just a roller coaster. It just started off slow, but it was fun in the end, and it's always good to just cherish your time here.
So this year started off pretty bad and stayed bad for a long time, and I got burnt out in the middle of it, and it ended not as bad as I thought. I thought I would be happier to see it end than I was. And then saying goodbye to the seniors was also hard.
Football went to the semifinals this year.
It was a good year. Freshman caucus was a fun time. It was really good. I'm really glad I found my community in STC. Fun times. I'm really excited to be part of this community for the rest of the 4 years. I'm really glad. I have an internship for coding, which I didn't ask for, but I didn't want to stay home, so I did that. And yeah.
Yo, Stuyvesant was just a surreal experience. No words can express the emotions I'm feeling right now. I love this school so much. No matter how many terrible teachers I had, the people is what make this place such a great environment. I love Mr. Hannon. Shout out to Mr. Hannon. Shout out to my football boys. You guys made Stuyvesant such a great experience.
I'm Marion, and I had a great senior year. Senior Sing rocks.
Yes.
Woo. I'm excited to be in a new place and meet a lot of new people and take all the life lessons I've learned from Sty and apply them to college.
My name is Leia. My senior year, I feel like, well, senior year was a lot of like reflecting, which was probably like, it was like hard, but I think like at this point I've like come to terms with everything because like a lot of stuff happens in Sty and then like you kind of forget about like the hard parts and remember the good things, which I guess is like a good note to leave on. And I feel like senior year had a lot of peaks. So
my name is Joseph. I'm a rising senior. I'd have to say my junior year, you know, it had its ups, it had its downs. A lot of the time I feel like it was mostly downs, but you know, here at the end of the year looking back, I can see that I made things out to be a lot worse than they were, and I actually had a good junior year. So to all you rising juniors out there, it'll be okay. And talk to people that you know have gone through it, and they can help you. And also, don't take yourself too seriously. Have fun. That's it.
Personally, I think this year has been really interesting. I've had a lot of relationships this year.
Well, the 2018-2019 school year was a great year. So keep up the good work.
Coming into junior year, I heard it was quite difficult. I expected it to be hard. First semester actually went pretty well. It was probably my best term. But the second term was much harder due to a lot of teacher changes, which I'm personally not a fan of. It is somewhat unfortunate when you get used to the teaching style, like the test taking styles of or test making styles of certain teachers, and you have to alter it all just because of the scheduling, or like when they drop a class, which has happened to me every year for science. But I think this year was a pretty good year. Like it was definitely a lot more challenging than the other years for me. Just the level of work, also like that brought a lot more stress. I mean, I am definitely excited to graduate from Stuyvesant and then finally be, I mean, not my own person, I'm already my own person, right? But like, I'll get to see more of the world. I get to do more things that I want to do without having to worry about the constraints of high school, right? Like at least in college, you can choose more of what you want to study, the things that you're interested in. Was in high school, like you kind of have a rigid set of classes that you have to take. And while there are electives there, you still have to take like, you know, your history courses, your English courses, which I think you have to take in college too, but I'll at least get to explore more of the things that I'm personally interested in.
Although I've been lazy this entire year, it's been a great year. Senior year was a blast. I'm gonna miss the people that I've met throughout these 4 years.
Just like the tire brand, I had a good year.
Hi, my name is Gina, and I was a transfer student. So senior year was probably the best year like ever because that's just the thing with like transfer students. Like it only gets better. And I hope this podcast goes really well. And yeah, senior year is amazing. I'm excited for college, but also kind of sad that like you have to leave behind whatever you built for 4 years. That part's sad, but it's also not a bad feeling.
So honestly, I don't know. My year has been interesting because like I've branched out a lot compared to like junior year and like, you know, sophomore year. And, you know, I feel like the mentality was like, you know, we're all going to leave anyway. Why not just be like friends? You know, why not at least get to know each other for like the time we have, even though we're all going to leave, you know? So I feel like senior year was like really beneficial in that like, you know, sense. I enjoyed it a lot. It was too short. It was way too short. It comes before you know it and it ends before you know it.
Sty has been excellent. That is all I have to say.
Hello. My year has been nothing but delightful.
My year? I think that it has been a year of growth. Growth? Ooh, that's okay, I'm gonna restart. I think that my year has been one of immense growth, and I'd like to credit a lot of that to Amit Narang. And also,
That's me.
And also Miss Fletcher, the love of my life, and great books, the most important class in the entire world, but mostly Amit Narang.
Once again, that's me. I think that just about does it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you so much for everything.
Come back
Stuyvesant
again
High School.
for
I'm gonna throw
the next episode of
the air, and we're gonna
Sty
play 52
podcast.
card pickup.
No, sorry.
Do you think that I have a podcast voice? I think that I have a great podcast voice. This is Ruby Gary, and you're listening to NPR.
That's not bad, actually.
Ooh, that was pretty good.
I'm Josh, and I'm a shock jock, and this is my podcast.
This is Jeremy Rubin, the most important person as I was in high school.
Excuse me, that's me.
Signing off.
I don't know. I'm super glad. Like, I'm super surprised by who I'm friends with this year, but like, I don't regret any of them.
Over the course of senior year, I've had anywhere between 400 and 600 Red Bulls. It's really hard for me to talk about my year because I don't think about my life like that. It's hard for me to separate things based on the school year. But I am so happy that I'm close to the end of high school, and it feels really different than I expected it would feel. And I won't really accept that I'm leaving Stuyvesant and that it's becoming my past until I've left. And right now I'm just really looking forward to the summer. Also, shout out to Megan, the best.
My year has been very eventful. Sorry, that's okay, eventful. But I'm glad it's over. But I'm also sad that it's over. On to better things.
I think today and this last week has been a time of closure for a lot of people, and being able to, say your goodbyes and feel like you're wrapping up your time at Stuyvesant, especially as a senior, has been really enjoyable for me. I hope you guys get into college.
Yeah.
I hope your
fun.
podcast helps you get into college.
I hope so too.
If you're an admissions officer listening to this right now, accept all these students. They're very nice. They've asked very good questions.
Yeah.
And they're
Please take us.
yeah, that'd be great. Wonderful.
So during my time at Sty, I went through a whole shit ton of crap. Freshman year was really tough on me. Sophomore year was really tough. And the biggest thing that helped me was the people at Sty, from teachers to students, like friends, to my guidance counselor, who I just spoke to again after just a week of not seeing her. And so leaving Sty, probably the biggest thing I'll miss would be my support system here.
This year, I was lucky enough to become editor-in-chief of The Spectator. As a freshman, I would never have kind of anticipated that would be something even remotely within the realm of possibility, but I was lucky enough to get the position this year. I'm lucky enough to have such a great board with so many talented editors whom I learn so much from. They make me proud every day, and I'm very impressed by the work that we've done over the past semester, and I look forward to continuing that in the future.
I'll just say it was a really tough year, but I'm definitely graduating, so it's all worth it.
Say hi to all the teachers I caught today.
Yo, what's poppin'? Yo, you already know who this is, Eugene Co. Eugene So, junior, biggest junior in style, Cloud Lore.
Obviously, one of my most memorable experiences was directing a dramatic reading of a play that was written by a Stuyvesant alumni from 1955, who then was also a Nobel laureate. And we assembled a great cast and a great crew, Alan. And it was a wonderful experience, I think, for everybody involved. And looking very forward to, another thing I really enjoyed this year was doing moot Supreme Court debates with my government class, and look forward to the new group next year.
So definitely one of my best experiences this year was being part of Safrosh Sing. It was my first year doing Sing at Sty, and I had such a lovely experience. I made a lot of really cool new friends. I got to rap about bells on stage, which was pretty cool. And even though we might have lost, I think in spirit, we had the most energy behind us. I definitely had a really great time this year. A lot of growth, a lot of changes. I feel as if I've matured in ways I didn't really expect. And I think I'm just really looking forward to whatever the next year has. Just continuing that path of growth and, more time at Sty.
Hello there, Sty. I want to wish a wonderful summer to all of our seniors. I hope you got through a wonderful year. We're going to miss you. Please come back and visit. Love, Miss Guthrie and Guidance.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, Mr. Scrumble.
This year overall has been, I'd say, more productive than last year, but my social life took a turn because of that.
So
This year, I've grown a lot more committed to a club that I call it Stuyflow, and it was a club that I joined sophomore year, and this year I've definitely grown a lot closer to everyone there, and I've even had the opportunity to direct SOS this year.
Good evening, Stuyvesant. The time is now summer. Time to pack on up and head on out. We'll see you in September.
So, Aaron, why don't you tell us about your year?
It was a pretty good year. It was probably my best year in Sty.
How
grades
so?
were pretty good. I had good teachers, good relationships with friends.
Dude, he's had good grades.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to start this podcast with my close friends. You know, it was something I was always thinking about, but I'm glad we did it. What about you, Sean? Tell us about you.
Me? I actually really like where we are in this podcast, you know?
Yeah.
We definitely set a good foundation. And it was really hard in the first few months. Like, a lot of people who are listening to this probably won't even know, all of the work that goes into putting out something, right?
Yeah.
There's, a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that has to go down. And I like how we have a good foundation set up. And it's definitely, I just can't wait until next year when we get to go balls to the wall and put a bunch of new stuff out.
We kind of came on the scene a little bit late. I mean, our first episode was released in, was it May or June? Late May or early June? Whatever it was. We released it kind of late. So we only have 3 episodes right now, and school year is pretty much done. But next year we're going to have a bunch more. We hopefully will do it either weekly or bi-weekly. Still need to figure some kinks out.
Yeah.
But we want to have a lot more guests.
Yeah.
Because that's what runs this show, and we really do want to know more about the community of Sty and let you guys know about the community of Sty.
And yeah, we're working on different ideas over the summer, so any of you have any suggestions, do let us know.
Yeah, I mean, going off on guests, you know, if you're someone who listens and you think that you know someone, or if you think you yourself personally would be a good guest, please hit us up. You know, we'd love to talk to you. And yeah, we want to stress variety in our guests. We want to have a lot of different voices. I think there's a lot of potential for this. Hopefully.
I think in a place like Sty, where everything is varied, I've honestly never seen as much talent in one building as much as I have in Sty, and the podcast allows us to just take a look at that
and
you could see deeper view. And we're just getting started, but I feel like there's so much left to
and you could see
discover.
from what the teachers said in the clips, how the students are so talented and stuff, and we just kind of want to give them a platform to express their ideas or things they want to share.
As usual, you can check us out on our website or any of our major platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud.
You can contact us on Instagram, Facebook. So yeah, I guess that's it. A wrap up for the year.
And Sty Podcast. Oh.
All right, see you guys next year.